Guys, I'm doing a test live here. We're getting ready to go over the starting lineups. Just want to see if I can hear me. Hey guys, real quick, share the video, share it and get this. Hey now, this is number 1 versus number 3. Play the national anthem. I'm going to move it away. Sorry about the wind. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roger E. Dirt's video home of the Logan Wildcats, the 7-time defending state champion, litter defending Class AA state champion. Tonight on the mound is going to be the junior sharpshooter, Austin Maynard, AA state player of the year. This is the battle of number 1 versus number 3, 8-5 matchup. So, up the bat for Sissonville is number 3, Isaiah Ramsey. And he foul tips it back for strike 1. Trying to give you the best view I can, and the wind is blowing, so bear with me on this. Ramsey looking at a 0-1 pitch. Here comes the pitch from Maynard. And he foul tipped it back for strike 2. I finally got me a scoreboard app to keep track of this, of the base runners, outs, and strikes and everything. So I'm more prepared this time. Sorry I had a late start. App was messing up on me, so I had to reconnect it. And low outside for ball 1. Again, these two teams played only once last year, and Sissonville knocked off Logan 7-2 in that matchup here on the island. The game was not played at Sissonville, but this year Logan looking to avenge their loss as Ramsey hits it high, and it looks like it's going to get caught by Slack for out number 1. And that'll bring up the next batter, the left fielder. No, excuse me, third baseman, number 33, Stevie Loftus. Again, Logan, the defending state champions from last year, went through a tough schedule, went through a tough region. Point Pleasant got us in game 1. We got them in game 2, and then game 3, the floodgates came open, and Logan with 10-run ruled them on their way to the state tournament. Here comes Maynard with the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Loftus. The wind's kind of blowing my iPad over, so that's why I'm trying to make sure that no balls come this way. Try and give you all the best view. And we're going to get time called by the ump as Maynard stepped off. Again, you can comment on here. I can see him now because I'm also seeing on my phone to make sure it ain't dead yet. But Maynard with the pitch as Loftus foul tips it. And it looks like it's going to get caught by Connor Lowe for out number 2. Sorry I didn't get there in time. I got caught up. It's hard to get over that way, so just bear with me. But next up to bat for Sissonville is number 3, Eli. I think it's Simonton or Simonton. Simonton, thank you. One of the Sissonville coaches told me about it. Okay. Maynard with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Again, this is number 1 Logan versus number 3 Sissonville, and everybody's asking who's number 2. Max Preps has it as Philip Barber right now. I think it's Independence. I think Logan won Independence 2 and pitches outside for ball 1. Independence 2 and Sissonville 3. I think Sissonville, Independence, or Logan are top 3 teams. And the only crazy thing about this whole thing is Sissonville and Logan's in the same region, so only one can go to the state tournament. My camera's going to move because of the wind, so bear with me on it. As Maynard's looking at a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. This is the next view. Someone comment on here and tell me if you like this view. Pitch. Low into the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2 count. And got him for strike 3. That will end the inning as we're going to go into the bottom of the first. I am Daniel Miller, and I'm going to step away as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. Alright, we are back here in the bottom of the first, excuse me. Leading off for Logan is the heavy hitter senior, the right fielder, Corbin Bostic. Again, I can't help it if you got coaches in front. That's the way it goes. As on the mound for Sissonville is Colton Carpenter. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. That's in there for strike 1. We're going to go over the lineups. We'll go over the positions really here in a few seconds as Carpenter looking to pitch. High outside for ball 1. In the field for Sissonville is left fielder Eli Simonton, a freshman. Right fielder Nathan Simonton, a freshman. Center fielder Isaiah Ramsey, a senior. And I'll finish after this pitch from Carpenter. And Bostic foul tips it back. And finishing up the lineup. Freshman Jacob Coleman's at third base. Shortstop is senior Braden Purdue. Man on the mound is Colton Carpenter, the senior. And I will finish the lineup after this pitch from Carpenter. Here comes the pitch. Low, ball 2. And finishing up the lineup is first baseman, the senior Colin Cottrell. Third base, or is it second base, Stevie Loftus. And the catcher is Tristan Ports. Sissonville is 5-1 on the year, with only loss to Pikeville as Bostic hits it down to first base, and that'll be easily scooped in for the first out of the inning for Logan. Now up to bat for Logan is the AA State Player of the Year as a sophomore. He was captain of the AA team, Dawson Maynard. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Maynard foul tips it back for strike 1. The wind is going to blow, and I hear my heavy breathing, so just bear with me. Sissonville comes in at number 3. Logan comes in at number 1. Sissonville trying to pull off an upset here and to knock off the defending state champions. That pitch is in there again for strike 2. As Maynard's in there, pitches in there for high, ball 1. As I just looked over at first base, today is Doug Williamson's birthday. Happy birthday, Doug. I'll show you him here in a minute. Everybody on there, just wish him a good happy birthday. And Maynard hits it, and he beats it, and that is a single for Dawson Maynard. And there's Doug Williamson. Happy birthday, Doug. Now, up the bat for Logan is number 12, the catcher, Jake Ramey. Jake Ramey coming in, having a great batting. Picked up where he left off at the end of the season when Logan needed hits. His favorite memory of me is hitting a 2 RBI single to give us a 2-0 lead over Point Pleasant. And that's all it is, as they threw down to first, and Maynard is safe. Again, I didn't get over there in time enough. I'll try. It's just I'm working both sides. As Carpenter looking to pitch. Nope, throws back over. And Maynard is safe.
Hey, you ready?
Sorry, my tripod is really flimsy. It's staying as they throw back over to first. They're trying to keep Maynard honest. The lineup for Logan, I'll go over it when they get back in the outfield. As Carpenter now looking to pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Logan comes in with a record of 3-0 with wins over Wayne 17-3, wins over Sissonville 8-0, and they shut out Polka the other night. As Ramey hits it, and it's foul ball. As Maynard was stealing, and he was heading to third, but they called foul. So it'll be an 0-2 count now for Jake Ramey. Logan's looking to get some big momentum here with a win against number 3 Sissonville. Their next matchup will be against Winfield. I will not be going live for that game. I got to work in Baileysville for New Line cage fighting, but I will be working, be live for the Nitro game. As that foul ball's tipped back off of the head. Off of the head of the catcher, but still an 0-2 count. Again, I hope y'all like this view. This is the best view I got. We're going to try another view for Nitro next time, but we'll see. As they throw back over to Maynard, and he's in there safe. Sissonville returned a lot of players last year, and these are the two teams that are the preseason favorites to get into the regionals. As Ramey hits it, that is going to be a single for Jake Ramey. Now up the bat for Logan is number 11, the second baseman, Garrett Williamson. And Garrett Williamson got in my opinion, the greatest walk-up music. Sorry if my mic seems a little off because that's just the way it is. Again, if you're going to send me a friend request, I won't accept them all right away, but everything is shared where you can watch them. As Carpenter looking back at second, here comes the pitch. Williamson hits it, and it looks like it's going to... Oh, dropped! As Maynard is now heading to third, as bases are loaded. dropped a catch, and Garrett Williamson hit a shot. Now up the bat for Logan, number 19. I call him the hero, Connor Lowe, as Logan's got bases loaded. Bases are loaded with one out. So the infield is going to probably play in. Carpenter trying to get out of this jam. Lowe hits it foul, out of play towards the elementary school. 4, strike 1. Again, sorry, the wind kind of blows the camera. Can't help it. Trying to get it to where y'all can. Okay, this will work. Colton Carpenter, 2 pitch. Just a bit outside for ball 1. Logan's got bases loaded with 1 out. Base hit here for Connor Lowe. A hit in the outfield can bring in Maynard. Logan's got to be careful on a double play here. Here comes the pitch. And into the dirt, but Connor Lowe swung for a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 count now for Connor Lowe. Connor Lowe was iffy for today. He was feeling sick, but now he says he's feeling much better, so he's going to give it a go today. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. And swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now for Logan. And now up the bat is number 23, the center fielder, Aiden Slack. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. That's in there for strike 1. Logan's got bases loaded. They don't want to lead this opportunity. As here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Low. Ball 1. A walk here can score a run. Slack looking at a 1-1 count from Carpenter. Carpenter to pitch. Low, ball 2. Again, this is a huge matchup, and as you can see from our stands, we got a crowd on hand for this game. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. That's in there. Strike 2. 2-2 count. Again, I'm not on the dugout this time. This is I think this is a much better view for me. Nitro game, I'll have a different view trying it out. But I like this view. Here comes the pitch. As they hit it. And Slack's going to try to beat it. And he doesn't. So Sissonville gets out of the jam for the 3rd and final out. We're going to go into the top of the second, as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. I'm going to step aside. All right, we're back. Up to bat for Sissonville is Colton Carpenter, as that pitch is in there for ball one. Maynard looking at a pitch. Carpenter hits it, and it's going to get fouled out of play. That's one scary thing about being over here, is that a foul ball can easily come this way, especially if you extremely pull it. Sorry, I had to get a drink. Bug just flew right in my mouth. I'll be fine. 1-1 count for Carpenter. Maynard to pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Logan last inning had runners on the ponds. Bases were loaded, but they could not capitalize. So they missed a golden opportunity to bring in some runs. Here comes the pitch from Maynard. Swing and a miss. Strike. As we got a time from the ump. He's calling for an illegal pitch. I guess he wasn't contacting the plate, so looks like they're going to come out and talk to. They're going to come out and talk. And when they do that, I'm going to step aside. All right, we're back. They're calling an illegal pitch, like Maynard did not make contact with the pitching mound. So Colton Carpenter's back up to bat with a, I don't know if it's a new count or now it will count as a ball. So 2-2 count. And just missed. Full count now. One out here in the top of the first. Swing and miss, but they didn't go. Ramey throws it over, and that will be in time for out number 2. Now up to bat for Sissonville is number 2, the freshman right fielder, Nathaniel Simonton. Again, I'm not keeping count of the pitches because I'm not doing it. But Maynard looking to pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Again, the Sissonville fans, I'm going to try my best not to be biased. I am a Logan guy. I graduated from Logan. I love Logan. And I'm going to try my best to and swing and miss, strike two. Sorry, but I'm fair. I don't bash no players. I live for the grace of God, and I'm thankful for God that we are playing baseball. It could be a torrential rainfall, or a snowstorm in late March, but we're getting to play baseball. Here comes the pitch from Maynard, and that's foul, but it looks like it's going to get caught by Connor Lowe for the third and nope, it's 2 outs. My bad. I guess they added an out before oh, okay, I accidentally added that out. So, okay, so now it is 2 outs. That was my fault. I forgot about the batter who they said that illegal pitch from Maynard. So that's my fault. So it is 2 outs. Now up to bat for Sissonville is Jacob Coleman. Here comes the pitch. And foul tip back towards the river. Strike 1. Sorry, I'm everywhere. I'm doing this broadcast and I'm trying to make sure my iPad don't get hit. As Maynard to pitch. And foul tip back. Whoa, into the dugout. See, that's what I'm afraid of. Into the dugout for strike 2. Give me a second, guys. My remote just died on me. So, and that's in there for strike 3. As we're now going into the bottom of the second. Logan, Sissonville still tied at 0. While I get my iPad thing settled away, I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. Alright, we're back. I have an old iPad keeping scoreboard, and sometimes it goes out. This charging port sometimes turns off, so just bear with me for it. But now up to bat for Logan is the lefty, number 9, Rhino Roberts. Here was the pitch for Carpenter. And that's in there low, strike 1. Let me see if I can zoom in just a tad bit. How's that? Or should I just go? I'll keep it there. As Rhino hits it, and that's going to be a single. As he is going to hold up at first. So sometimes sometimes it could go out. My remote can go in and out because this thing has to stay charged for it to work. This is the only remote I have. So I have to make sure it stays charged, so I have to watch my port, so I might miss something. As the wind is blowing. This stand quick. Okay, I'm back. Up the bat for Logan is number 14, twin number. I call him twin and a half because I don't know who's number 1, who's number 2. Is that pitch outside? As Mullins is in the run for Ryan Roberts. He's in the pinch run, and that's Jared Burnett is batting for Logan. Here comes the pitch as they lay down a bunt, and it's going to go foul towards me. just bear with me. Here comes the pitch. As Burnett foul tips it again. Strike 2. So the bunt is now off. But with no outs. Logan has a runner on first. I'm watching the video and it looks like I'm live. Someone tell me if I'm live or I'm not lagging. You can comment on here and I can see it. See, that wind blows my camera stand a little bit. Here comes the pitch. And there goes my remote again. So that's ball 2. So again, bear with me. This looks like the stand's going to go in and out, so I have to keep watching it. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And we got 1 out. So I'm waiting for my remote to come back on. But I can't change the balls and strikes right now until it comes back on. But I think my batteries, this charge port battery is running dead. Here comes the pitch. Low into the dirt, and Mullins is taken off. And he is in there safe at second. Alright, let's see if this works now. As Kirk lays down and Mullins had to get back and he is safe. So probably halftime I'm going to ask one of my friends to go get me Matt Carter. Matt Carter, if you're watching this, I need your charge port. Mine's dying over here and this iPad won't stay charged. Unless I can have a long extension cord. If someone has a long extension cord for me, I need it. But here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Kirk hits it. Foul. A good drop. Oh, just barely out. So again, you're going to hear that click. That's me turning my thing on and off. Because this thing says it's on 82%, but this iPad is so old, it dies. And foul tipped back for, again, strike 2. I'm trying my best to keep this thing going. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. And I'm going to have to wait and get me a stand. So, as Carson Kirk does not beat it out. And they called it Mullins safe. So up to bat for Logan it is Corbin Bostic. They're coming out to sorry guys, they called Connor Mullins safe at third. Carson Kirk is out at first. Mullins is safe at third. They wanted to challenge that, but they couldn't. So, runners in scoring position with Corbin Bostic up to bat. High, ball one. Carpenter has pitched a great game already. And Bostic hits it. Looks like it's going to. It's over the head. And that is going to score one. Bostic is rounding to third. He's in there with an RBI triple. Logan leads it 1-0 over Sissonville. Now up to bat for Logan is the pitcher, number 16, Dawson Maynard. So Logan's got another runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Until I can get my remote back up and running, this is what you're going to see. And Maynard hits it, and that is going towards the car. There's a car moving. Whoa! Someone got dented. I think it was just a little bit to the right, and that's a bomb. That's hitting the windows in the school. Maynard just shows you got the bat. Here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Maynard hits it. Fielded by the shortstop. And they got him for out number 3. But Logan gets a run in. They lead 1-0. As I'm going to try to fix my remote, I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. Alright, we're back here in the top of the 3rd. Logan still has a 1-0 lead. As up to bat for Sissonville is, can't see that number, the number 24, Tristan Ports. And that's in there for strike 1. Again, one of my friends going over there to get me a charge port. Hopefully I can get my remote back up and running. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, my iPad is the old iPad I have with me that does remote is so old that it dies on 90. And here comes the pitch from Maynard. And he hits it grounder, and it's filled by Carson. Got to throw it over, and he is safe. Just a little bit of a bobble from Carson Kirk, and he is safe. So Sissonville gets their first hit of the game. Now up to bat for the Indians is number 35. No, that's Tristan Ports. The last pitcher was Braden Perdue. All right, let me see. 24. Who's that? Sorry, guys. I had to get the name. That was Colin Cottrell that got the hit. And foul tip back towards the creek for strike one. Pitch, and they lay down a bunt right down, and they got him at second base. That'll be out number one. And guys, I think my hero is back. Sorry, I'm getting my thing set. I'm going to step aside real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Getting my thing set. As that ball was foul tipped. Again, thank you, Matt Carter, for allowing me to borrow your charge pack. I appreciate it. So just give me a few minutes. I'll let the thing get back up and running. As they were back in there for at first. All right, we're back. Hopefully this will stay charged for right now. And that's in there for ball two. Whoops. Sorry, I got to change the inning. There we go. Now we're good. Got to thank my friend Booth Davis for going over to get it for me. I couldn't leave the broadcast. And Maynard is looking to pitch. That's right down there for strike two. Again, this is a beautiful night, better than the poker game. I was freezing. This is much better. And this is a great crowd down here. Sissonville brought a crowd, and Logan has a crowd, and that's low. Ball three, full count now for Isaiah Ramsey. Maynard. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that'll be 2 outs for Sissonville. Up the bat. Oh, now it's Isaiah Ramsey. Sorry. Last batter was Braden Perdue. I got a little sidetrack, so I'll get it back going. Here comes Maynard. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Logan's got brand new uniforms this year. They got brand new away, brand new home, brand new alternatives. They got new blues. They got new grays, new golds. I love the gold ones. And swing and a miss. Strike two on Ramsey. And here's the positions real quick. Since Dawson Main's on the mound, he is pitcher. Jake Ream's behind the plate. Connor Lowe's at first. Garrett Williams at second. Carson Kirk is at short. And Cole Blankenship is at third. Here comes the pitch from Williams. And just a little bit of a bobble from Cole Blankenship. Couldn't get him in. And that will be a base hit. Well, I drew that as an error for Logan. So actually, Maynard still has a no-hitter going. They were ruled errors. But with 2 outs, Sissonville's got runner on first and second. And up to bat is Stevie Loftus. And that's in there, strike one. And to finish out the lineup, from left to right is Ryan Roberts for Logan. Aiden Slack is at center field, and Corbin Bostic is at right. The designated hitter is Jared Burnett. He's hitting for Cole Blankenship. And that ball's foul tip over my head for strike two. You can probably hear more people, so maybe if I bring my mic in, you can probably hear me better, but you'll probably hear my deep Darth Vader breathing as I'm over 350 pounds. But then again, try to just ignore it. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And that'll end the top of the third, as Logan's going to go into the bottom of the third with a 1-0 lead. I am going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. All right, we're back. Up to bat for Logan is number 12, the catcher, Jake Ramey. Ramey hits it, and it looks like it's going to drop into the center fielder's glove for out number one. Again, to my mom watching this broadcast, Mom, I love you. I know you're under the weather right now. Please get better soon. Had to throw that out there. Now up to bat for Logan is number 11, the second baseman, Garrett Williamson, who to me still has the greatest walkout song right now. Here comes the pitch. Yeah, it's in there. Strike one. Carpenter looking for his signs from ports. Here comes the pitch. And just misses, ball one. Again, a cool night. here for some Logan High baseball. Here comes the pitch. Williamson hits it right past the third baseman for a single. And Garrett's going too. And Garrett is in there for a double. And now up to bat for Logan is number 19, Connor Lowe. The hero, I like to call him. As Carpenter just stepped off the mound a little bit, trying to get everything going. And here comes the pitch from Carpenter. Just misses for ball one.
Nathaniel, in a view.
Again, this is a top 3 matchup in the state. Sissonville comes at number 3. Logan comes at number 1. Again, Philip Barber is set on Max Prep's number 2, but I think that's Independence. But then again, I don't know. And that's in there, strike one. I think both Independence and Philip Barber are good teams, but I think Independence, from who they return, is number 2. So, again, toss-up. Double-A, not an easy one to win. And just outside, ball 2. My mom just sent me a message. Yeah, I had to fix it. Mom, I fixed it. Thank you for watching. Hope you're feeling better. Sorry, my mom messaged me. Low. And foul tipped it. Strike 2. Again, someone tell me if this is a good view. Should I can't go any further because you can't see the you won't be able to see the pitcher and the ump. I tried to keep it at the ump, but this is the view I got to work with, and I'm actually liking this view. I really am. I think this is a great view. Next time I might make it a little higher. And Lowe hits it off of Loftus, and Lowe, and he's in there safe as Garrett Williamson moves over to third. And we're going to get a mound visit. They're going to talk to Carpenter. Sorry, while that happens, I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. All right, now I'm back. Up to bat for Logan is number 23, Aiden Slack. Logan's got runners on the corners. Here comes the pitch. Slack lays down the bunt, and that stays fair. And they got him, and that is going to steal for second. Still home, and Logan leads it. Sorry, I didn't get that changed. It's 2-0. As Logan's now got a runner at third, as there's 2 outs now. Slack got thrown out at first, but he laid down a beautiful bunt that advances Williamson home. And Connor Lowe advanced over to third. So Logan has a 2-0 lead over the Indians of Sissonville. And Connor Lowe is going to get a courtesy runner. And coming in for Logan is number 18, William Spike Bryant, who pitched a great game, good game in the JV game. Logan won that game in 4 innings, 8-6. Ryan Roberts is stepping into bat. Here comes the pitch. And that's in there. Strike one. And here comes the pitch. Ryan hits it. And that gets past the shortstop. That's going to score one, and Ryan Roberts gets an RBI single. Now up the bat for Logan is twin number 1-2, number 14, Jared Burnett. Good hit by Ryan Roberts. Drives in a run. So I got to move the camera back. And Colton Carpenter to pitch. And Burnett foul tips it back over the head, and that will be strike one. I know I'm not perfect with the scoreboard, but I'm going to try my best. Again, I hope y'all are enjoying the broadcast. Comment on here if you are. Again, for those who are watching, you're very welcome. I do this for you guys. I do it for all the fans. And Burnett hits it. That's got some room. And it was dropped. Burnett staying at second, but he drives in a run. Logan leads it 4-1. 4-0. What a hit by Jared Burnett. Now up the bat for Logan is number 7, Carson Kirk. Looked like the ball went through the glove, but no, they're going to make a pitching change. Coming in is going to be number 1, Eli Simonton. As he's going to come in and warm up, I am going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. Sorry about that, guys. I thought he scored. I guess he didn't hold up. I guess he held up. I don't know. Sorry. He stayed put. I thought he scored. Oh. That's my fault, guys. Sorry. Usually when the glove drop, they usually run home, but I guess not. Sorry. But other than that, I'm going to step aside. All right, we're back. Sorry for the miscue. I thought he scored. Usually, when I saw the ball dropped, I usually would assume that the runner at third base would have went home. And that pitch is in there for strike one. Foul tip back. Strike two. Sorry for that miscue. I'm not perfect. Never will be perfect. So we're, blunder. I just made an error. So anyway, back to the broadcast. And Kirk foul tips it back again. Again, this is a much bigger crowd than we had in Poca, but Poca was like 20 degrees. Feels like 2 degrees. And here comes the pitch from Simonton. And swing and a miss, strike three, and that will end the inning. So no run scores. Logan has a 3-0 lead over Sissonville. As we're going to go into the top of the fourth, I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. All right, we're back. Up to bat for Sissonville is number 1, who's now the new pitcher, Eli Simonton. Maynard has so far pitched a no-hitter. Can he keep it going? And Simonton hits it down, and it's going to be foul. Caught by the head coach of Sissonville. Nice grab. But that'll be foul for strike one. Again, on my broadcast, I try to make it more fun, get the fans involved, but try to make it like a real broadcast. As Simonton fouls it back for strike two. I know, hey, this is my own broadcast. I can say whatever and do whatever I want on here. Just I know I'll keep it fair and I'll keep it clean. So we're okay with that. As Maynard looking to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. Again, I could keep stats on here about what's going on, but Maynard has struck out. I'm just going to throw out a number. I think somewhere in the park of maybe 4 or 5 batters, maybe, as the wind's starting to blow just a tad bit. But up the bat for Sissonville is I'm looking for his number 24, 12, Colton Carpenter. As Maynard's in there for ball one. And good pitch, strike one. 1-1 count for Carpenter. and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 count for Carpenter. Again, I hope y'all like this view. This is the best view. Nitro is going to probably be a different view. Try ump calls time. As lights are on everywhere here for softball, here for Little League, and here for high school. It is a busy time here on the island. Here comes the pitch from Maynard. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Dawson Maynard strikes out another batter. Now up to bat for Sissonville. Number 2, Nathaniel Simonton. Here comes the pitch from Maynard, and that's hit. And it looks like it's going to get caught by Bostic. And it will for the 3rd and final out. Logan's going into the bottom of the 4th. They still have a 3-0 lead. I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the 4th. Up to bat for Logan is number 3, Corbin Bostic, as the wind is blowing the iPad. I cannot help that. And that pitch is in there for strike 1. Simonton the pitch. Mostly, just focus on baseball. Kind of. But it's alright. This is just an independent broadcast. No hurt, no foul. I can't fire myself. And Bostic hits it. And it looks like it's going to get caught by the center fielder. And it is for out number 1. Now up to bat for Logan is Dawson Maynard. Logan's next outing will be tomorrow against Winfield. I will not be live for that game. I'll be in Baileysville. But for Nitro, I will be live. As Simonton to pitch. Maynard hits it. That's going to be a base hit for Dawson Maynard. And up the bat for Logan is number 12, Jake Ramey. Jake Ramey. He has came in clutch at catching. Again, he, just like Maynard, Williamson, Slack, Ron Roberts, Connor Lowe, Jake Ramey did not have a freshman season due to the COVID shutdown. So he really missed out. And last year, he threw. He was thrown into a hard place, being like a sophomore, but acting like a freshman, catching. He did a great job. As that pitch is just a bit high for ball one. But gotta give a good shout out to Ethan Carter. He's really taught Jake Ramey, helped him with his catching, and Ramey foul tips it back towards the creek. Strike one. But shout out to Dorian Keene and Ethan Carter. They got robbed of their season along with Connor McGrew, Dawson Beckett, and Brady McClung. And it's good to see that class. I mean, they didn't have the senior season. That sucks. But it's good to see them still helping out and giving some tips to these players. As foul tips back again. Strike two. I made a post last year about that, about those seniors. Like, the state championship was for them as well. They had a great shot to win it. And it sucks that it got taken away. So that championship was for them. As they throw back over to first, and Maynard's in there safe. Keeping Maynard honest. Maynard's got some wheels. He can take off. Simonton looking back over at first. Now he's looking down, and he's going to make the throw. Ramey hits it. And that is going to be a base hit for Jake Ramey as Maynard is going to third. And Maynard is in the third, and Ramey moves over to second. As the wind is blowing, I can't do anything about it. I'm waiting for the wind to kind of die down a little bit before I can change things, because I got to hold the iPad. The iPad's starting to move. All right. But what a hit for Jake Ramey. Maynard took advantage of it. With one out, Logan's got runners on third and second, as we're going to get another courtesy runner for the pitcher. As it's for the pitcher, not for Ramey, but no, they're going to get another courtesy runner for the catcher. Coming in, the courtesy run is number 10, McCormick Ilderton. Can't see who the other runner is. But I can't see who he is. But up to bat is Garrett Williamson. Here comes the pitch from Simonton, as Williamson foul tips it back towards the backstop for strike one. And I just heard from Matt Carter that is the sophomore, number 6, Chase Hatfield, in at third to run. And McCormick Ilderton is running for Jake Ramey at second. So an 0-1 count for Williamson. Simonton to pitch. Williamson hits it foul. Almost hit Kevin Gertz. That really almost took out Kevin Gertz. Here comes the pitch from Simonton, and Williamson hits it towards the elementary school, towards the cars. And my car is nowhere near that. Oh, sorry. Still an 0-2 count. Simonton looking back at second and third. To pitch. Williamson hits it. Past the third baseman. It stays fair. That's going to score 1. That is going to score 2. And Garrett Williamson with a 2 RBI double. That gives Logan a 5-0 lead. And now up to bat for Logan is number 19, Connor Lowe. Garrett Williamson comes in clutch, sends that ball right down third base line. One out. Logan's got a runner on second. Here comes the pitch. And they're going to send Garrett Williamson over as the ball got past the catcher, and now he's in at third. Williamson looking to score here off of a Connor Lowe hit. Here comes the pitch from Simonton. He's looking to get ready to pitch, and gotta give him credit. Freshman coming in here against the defending state champions. He's doing a pretty good job, and that's outside for ball 2. Sissonville is going to be a team that they're going to be reckoned with in the future, as that's in there. Strike 1. Logan only lost one starter from last year's team, and that was Tyler Fenwick, and they lost their other senior starter who came in DH and played some third base or first base, Corey Miller. Here comes the hit, pitch, and it's high, ball 3. And here comes the pitch from Simonton. Low. Foul, tips it back. And we got a full count. 3-2 for Connor Lowe. Simonton looking to strike out Lowe. Simonton looking to pitch. Ball 4, and Connor Lowe is taking his base. Now up to bat for Logan is number 23, Aiden Slack. Simonton got runners on, looking over. Logan's got runners on the corners, and Simonton steps off a little bit. The catcher went out there to talk to him and giving him his instructions, and now we're back to playing. Slack's going to looking to try to bring in Garrett Williamson and move Connor Lowe over. Here comes the pitch from Simonton. And that's in there, strike 1. Simonton already has a lead over Slack with an 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And Slack foul. And that came towards my direction. Oh, please don't hit this iPad, I beg. God, I'm begging, don't let this iPad get hit. That ball was coming my direction. And I've been afraid of that. But this is the risk I'm doing for you guys, putting my iPad over here so y'all can watch this game and see a scoreboard. Here comes the pitch. That's, ooh. That was a beautiful pitch. They called ball. But Slack has a 1-2 count now. As here comes Simonton. And that hits Slack. No. They're bringing him back. And Sissonville coach is going to talk it over. As he does that, I want to step aside. All right, we're back, and it says it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So they had a talk, but anyway, don't know what happened there. But Slack has a 2-2 count now. Simonton to pitch, and that's low as Connor Lowe throw back over to third, but Connor Lowe moves over to second. Thought they were going to throw down. Whoops. Thought they were going to throw down to second. Well, Logan's got runners in the second and third. Here comes the pitch. Slack hits it, and that is going to drive in. Slack did his job as Logan leads it 6-0. And now up to bat for Logan is number 9, Ryan Roberts. Here comes the pitch. And Ryan Roberts swings and a miss. Strike 1. Simonton looking back a second. Here comes the pitch. Ryan Roberts hits it. That could drop. And it's in to the right fielder's glove for out number 3. Great play by the right fielder as Logan extends their lead to 6-0. I'm going to step aside as we're going to go into the top of the 5th. You're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. We're back. Up the bat for Sissonville is number 4, Jacob Coleman. And he missed that for strike 1. Maynard to pitch. That's in there, strike 2. As Logan's got some changes in the field. Connor Lowe is now in the dugout, and we got Joey Canterbury over at first. Here comes the pitch. He didn't go around. Let me try to zoom this out just a little bit. I'm trying to make sure y'all see the ump and the pitcher. So here comes the pitch. As they hits it over to Cole, he's going to throw over to first, and that is in there for out number 1. Now up to bat for Sissonville, number 24, Colin Cottrell. Maynard has so far pitched a no-hitter. He has done a great job pitching. Here comes Maynard. Low into the dirt, ball 1. Maynard looking to pitch. Low, ball 2. And foul tip back for strike 1. The wind is kind of blowing my iPad. Like it's, I don't know how, but this iPad is thick and it's causing it to just blow a little bit. So I'm trying my best to hold it. As Maynard, 2 pitch. That's in there. Strike 2. The pitch from Maynard. And swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now. Now up to bat for Sissonville is number 35, Tristan Ports, the catcher. Maynard 2 pitch and foul tip back. Strike 1. Here comes the win again. Maynard looking to pitch. And right at Joey Canterbury. You didn't even get a chance to turn. That was a beautiful hit by Ports, but Canterbury didn't even move and made the catch. Couldn't even turn fast enough. So, with that, we're going to go into the bottom of the 5th. Logan still leads 6-0. I'm Daniel Miller. I want to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Up to bat for Logan is number 14, Jared Burnett. Simonton still on the mound, the freshman. We're leaving Colton Carpenter. Here comes the pitch. And that's inside, ball 1. Simonton to pitch. High. Ball 2. Logan looking to add on to this lead. 4 more runs and they can end this here. Simonton to pitch. And foul tip. Hit the bat for strike 1. comes the pitch from Simonton. And Burnett did go around. Strike 2. And here comes the pitch from Simonton. Burnett hits it. And he caught by a first baseman and threw it over to Simonton for out number 1. Good play by the first baseman, Cottrell. Now up the bat for Logan is number 7, Carson Kirk. Simon in the pitch. Just inside. Ball 1. Again, good shout out to the Sissonville people. They have been kind and great being down here. High. Ball 2. This Sissonville team is a good team. This is a good team right here. And I can see why they're number 3 for a reason. Here comes the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 1. Sorry, the video just paused and swing and a miss. Strike 2. I hope I don't go in and out. I'm trying not to. I think I'm still going good, so I'm just going to keep it going. High, ball 3. Full count now for Carson Kirk. Someone on there sent me a message if the feed is going good on your end, like it hasn't gone in and out, it hasn't froze or anything. Just let me know. Someone on there, please let me know so I can find out. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's out number 2. And now up the bat for Logan is number 3, Corbin Bostic. Simonton looking to pitch. High, ball 1. And the wind is blowing. I think this wind has something to do with the feed. Might be going in and out sometimes. Maybe if it went in and out. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just still waiting for someone on there to tell me if it has or not. And low into the dirt, ball 2. Simonton to pitch. Ah, ball 3. Kid's got a good arm. And he's only a freshman. He's built like a senior. So, kid's got a bright future for Sissonville. Simonton to pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. Now up the bat for Logan is number 16, Dawson Maynard. And they throw back over to... Okay, thank you, people. I was just wondering. Good, I was hoping I was still alive. All right. Here comes the pitch from Simonton. And Bostic's in there safe at second. A successful steal for Corbin Bostic. As that pitch is in there for ball 1. Here comes the pitch. Maynard hits it. It's foul over the batting cages for strike 1. My mind, every time the ball comes this way, my mind just freezes because I keep thinking it could hit this iPad. As Simonton steps off the mound, keeping Corbin Bostic honest. A big hit here for Dawson Maynard can bring him in. Simon into pitch. Maynard hits it high, and it looks like it's going to get caught. And they drop it! And with that, they'll score Corbin Bostic as Maynard's in there at second. That's going to be 7-0. And we're going to get a mound visit from the Sissonville coach as he talks to his team. I'm going to step aside. You're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. All right, we're going to get a pitching change. Number 33, Stevie Loftus, is going to come in to relieve Simonton. As he warms up, I'm going to step aside. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Up to bat for Logan is number 12, Jake Ramey, looking to try to bring in Chase Hatfield, who is coming in to relieve a pinch run or courtesy run for Dawson Maynard. And that pitch is in there. Strike one. Stevie Loftus got moved over from second to the mound. Here it comes. Loftus looking back over a second. Here comes the pitch. And that's low for ball one. Someone's asked where I'm getting the team rankings from. Max Preps has them out. I was told from Max Preps, so I'm just assumed that these are the rankings, and that pitch is in there for strike two. I was told that Logan was number one. Well, they should be number one. They haven't lost yet, and they're the defending champions. I thought Independence was number two, but they said Philip Barber's number two, and Sissonville's number three. So those I only know the top threes. I only know the top three. So that's what I was told, and I'm going with it. Here comes the pitch. High, ball two. Oh, excuse me. That last pitch was ball at full count. Sorry, I got a little bit distracted. Just talking. Full count now for Jake Ramey. Bounce. Runner is at second. Here comes the pitch from Loftus. And Ramey hits a foul. Still 3-2 count. back at second. Here comes the pitch. Oh, Loftus fell, like slipped off the mound, but Ramey walks to first. And now up the bat for Logan is number 11, Garrett Williamson. We're going to get a courtesy runner for Jake Ramey. That will be number 10, McCormick Ilderton. The speedy Ilderton. But that's where I was getting the rankings from. I just heard off of Max Preps that that's the rankings. So I'm going with it. Here comes the pitch. In there for strike one. I know Metro News hasn't released the rankings yet, but you never know. And that's in there in the dirt, and they're going to stay. Ball one. Loftus looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. And Williamson hits it and is going to go foul. 1-2 count for Williamson. Loftus looking back at second. Here comes the pitch. Williamson hits it, and it's going to stay. And it's going to be caught for the third and final out as Logan still has a 7-0 lead. We're going to go into the top of the sixth. I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High School Baseball live on Facebook. Alright, we're back here in the top of the sixth. Up to bat for Sissonville, Braden Purdue. And that pitch is in there, strike one. Maynard has pitched a no-hitter so far. Eventually someone could jinx it. I could jinx it. But then again, I want to knock on wood. You know, keep it going. Maynard to pitch. And they hit it foul. Now an 0-2 count. Maynard. Looking to pitch. High, ball one. pitch. About tipped over my head. Man, my heart just stopped. My heart just sunk when I saw that ball come my way. It was right over my head. Maynard looking at a pitch and just a bit outside. Ball 2. Foul tip back towards the creek. Slap Towns. Still a 1-2 count. And again, the wind is starting to pick up again. Here comes the pitch from Maynard. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Now up the bat for Sissonville is Isaiah Ramsey, the senior. Maynard looking to pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Maynard has pitched a great game here on the island. Pitch. It's in there, strike 2. I'm trying. The wind's just blowing a little bit. I'm trying to hold the iPad still a little as best as I can. And here comes the pitch from Maynard. That's in there, strike 3. 2 outs now for Sissonville. Now up the bat for Sissonville is Stevie Loftus. Here comes Maynard to pitch. As Loftus hits it over to Garrett Williamson, throws it over to Joey Canterbury for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Sissonville. We're going into the bottom of the 6th. Logan still leads 7-0. I'm going to step aside as you're watching Logan High Baseball live on Facebook. Alright, we're back. Up the bat for Logan is number 13. I dubbed him the name last year, or this year, Broadway Joe. Joey Canterbury. As the ball is in there for ball 1. He got that nickname last year. Well, they call him Mr. Monday Night. I call him Broadway because he became famous with that perfect game against Mingo Central. As that ball's in there for strike 1. Joey Canterbury pitched a perfect game against Mingo Central, so he got dubbed the name Broadway Joe for me, but Mr. Monday Night as well because he did it on a Monday night. As Canterbury's facing a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Loftus. As Canterbury hits it, foul. Canterbury only a sophomore, but he is a terrific pitcher. Kid's got a bright future with him. College scouts could be looking hard at some players, especially like Joey Canterbury. Here comes the pitch from Loftus as Canterbury fouls it again. Here comes the pitch from Loftus. And Canterbury, again, fouls it back towards the head coach, Kevin Gertz, with a hat grab. Nice grab, Coach. And again, shout out to Kevin Gertz for allowing me to do this and for winning the AAA Girls Basketball State Championship. That is a big accomplishment in this school. Here comes the pitch. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. Stevie Loftus' first strikeout. And now back up the bat for Logan is number 23, Aiden Slack. But yeah, congrats to seniors Peyton Ilderton, Abby Myers, Micah Dalton, Emma Elkins, and Allison Perry. This was a great year for Logan in sports. And that ball is just a bit outside for ball 1. Logan boys had a first winning record since my senior year. They made it back to Charleston for the first time in 10 years. As pitches in there for strike 1. The girls won the AAA state title. And then coming off of a 2021 boys baseball state title, the boys are number 1 ranking, and they're looking to defend their championship. Ball is just a little bit outside for ball 2. Sissonville last year, they went to the distance with Point Pleasant. Got stunned by Point Pleasant in the regional final, in the sectional final, and that pitch is just a bit outside ball 3. Man, that was a good pitch by Loftus. Here comes the pitch, and swing and miss, strike 2. Full count now for Slack. Loftus looking to strike out another batter, and here comes the pitch. Low, ball 4. And Slack takes his base. Now up the bat for Logan, number 9, Ryan Roberts. Ryan Roberts. You can hear the train as Slack got back in at first. First. Here comes the pitch. And Roberts hits it over the home locker room for a strike 1. Excuse me. Got a little bit sidetracked. Get a stoppage in play. As that happens, I'm going to pause real quick. All right, we're back. I think they were waiting for that train to move away as the horn was becoming distracted. But here comes the pitch from Loftus. Ryan Roberts hits it over the first baseman's head. That is going to be a single. Slack is going to 3. And Slack is in there. Base hit by Ryan Roberts. Moves over Slack. Now back up the bat for Logan is number 14, Jared Burnett, with 1 out. And we're going to get a courtesy runner. Chad Burnett is coming in to run. And Chad Burnett, honestly, if it wasn't for his pitching against Herbert Hoover, Logan doesn't win that state title. He came in relief for Jaron Glick, and again, every broadcast that I do, and every broadcast hopefully Matt Carter do, this is for Jaron Glick. And Jaron, we appreciate you, we love you, we miss you, and we hope you get better soon. We hope to see you back on the basketball court and on the diamond, doing what you love, playing sports. So every broadcast I do is for Jaron Glick. As Burnett hits it, that is going to drop. And that is going to score a slack as an RBI single for Jared Burnett. Good hit by Jared Burnett. As the wind is picking up again, I'm going to try to hold the camera. But Jared Burnett comes up clutch with an RBI single. Brian Roberts over to move his brother Chad over to second. And he's at first. And that ball is in there for ball one. Sorry, I had a cough. As ball's inside. Ball two. So 2 more runs in this game in 6 innings. As here comes the pitch from Loftus. And that's high, but they call strike. Again, I don't have a good angle here. From what it looks like from my view, could be better. So I'm just going with what I see. As Loftus looking back over at second. Here comes the pitch. That's high. Ball 3. Walk here could load the bases and put the game-ending runs at third and second. And here comes the pitch from Loftus. As Kirk hits it. Down to second, and they throw over to first. Out being out. Out number 2. Logan's got runners at second and third. Now up to bat for Logan is number 3, Corbin Bostic. But again, a reminder, I will not go live for Winfield Friday. I will be in Baileysville. So if you want to watch that game, come on out. As Bostic foul tips it over the home dugout for strike 1. But Nitro, the 1 o'clock game, I will be live, and then I got to head over to Baileysville and do night 2 of New Line Cage Fight or New Line Championship Boxing. If you're not busy those Fridays or Saturday nights, come out and watch. As that ball's in there for strike 2. That is going to be some good boxing competition. It's a tournament for prize. So I hope you enjoy. As Loftus looking to pitch. And got away. As Burnett is going to score. So Logan's got the game-winning run at third. Tried a 10-run rule. Sissonville, base hit here for Bostic, can do it. Here comes the pitch. And Bostic hits it. And he's safe. And that is your ball game. Logan, 10-run rule, Sissonville, here tonight on the island. Good game by Sissonville. Dawson Maynard just pitched a no-hitter. He pitched a no-hitter. It says on the scoreboard, I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but on the scoreboard, that is a no-hitter. So Logan takes the win here, 10-0 over Sissonville. They win this one and move to 4-0 on the year. Good game by the Sissonville Indians. But that is your final score. Logan 10, Sissonville 0. Logan 10 runs rule, Sissonville in the Bottom of the 6th, they score 3 runs in that inning. Logan moves to 4-0. Again, I will not be going live for the Winfield game Friday. I will be in Baileysville. I'll be working that. But Saturday day, 1 o'clock, I will be live for Logan and Nitro in Battle of the Wildcats. But guys, thank you for watching. I am Daniel Miller. Logan wins it 10-0. I'm signing off. See you next time.